Menu narration option is set to off.
Welcome to Doak Campbell Stadium, and you might as well get used to the sound you're hearing. The Seminole War Chant is going full throat. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the Virginia Cavaliers taking on the Florida State Seminoles. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Cavaliers will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. The Seminoles offense will get the first swing of the game. And they're led out there by a man who will carry the ball plenty in this one, guys.
Well, it's real simple. He's the best player on their team. They have got to force-feed this guy the football, baby.
No doubt about it. The offense goes through him. Excited to see how they've built this offense and how many different ways they can get him touches.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. To the air. It's Uiagalelei. He's going to go for a big one. Makes the catch at the 20. Touchdown, Florida State. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
The Cavaliers offense will get the ball for the first time. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
Yeah, and it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got a showdown.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that, a cornerback, that could do that in a game like this. But this matchup is unique, and it's going to really determine the outcome of the game.
They are shaking the rafters of this place, trying to help their defense as they've got them pinned deep on the ground with the counter. strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up of 6.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Makes the grab. It's Fields. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. It's a reverse. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7.
It's so easy to let your eyes lie to you. See the ball kind of go the other way. What's my assignment? My assignment is to make sure I contain the backside. Great job by the defense, not getting fooled, playing their assignment, making the play.
Pulls it in. It's Harris. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. He's thrown 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. The sure hands, it's Harris. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. And the Cavaliers will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. On the move, it's Benson. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
They're going to run it to the right. Runs through a tackle. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let him go to work.
Power football with the run. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Fires to the big fella. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
The Noles will go for it here on 4th down. Quarterback checking off. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
And those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
Gets it out fast. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Back to pass, it's Calandria. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Turns it on at midfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The Cavaliers headed quickly to the line.
And the offensive line and the quarterback has to do their job on screens. They got to sell. Pass down the field, pass down the field. Offensive line releases.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
The give is to Williams. At the 35, he's got room. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Back at it to open the quarter with this first down play. They'll go to the ground. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Florida State.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. Wants to throw. It's Uiagalelei. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Well, they couldn't find any running room at all, and he'll end up taking a loss on the play.
Yeah, great discipline on defense, too, because if you're going to stop the option, you have to play assignment football. Everybody doing their job. There was just nowhere to go there for the QB.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Across the 25, he's got room. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. And the Cavaliers will line it up on 1st and 10. Oh, he's looking to throw. He had nowhere to go, no place to hide, and they'll knock him down for a loss of 9. Didn't help themselves much on 1st down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down from the 20. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Fields. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Hauled down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bet.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Cavaliers will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing. Linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock. Hand it off. Let the running back do the rest.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. They'll give it to the back. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
After picking up this 1st down on the ground, let's see what they do. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Heel off one deep down the left side. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Looking to throw it to Uiagalelei. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Seminoles decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Complete downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Cavaliers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Unloads to the right. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Fires to the tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Quick strike complete. Finds some fresh air. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Virginia.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the returner goes down. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
A first down for the offense. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Line gets set, first down. Back to pass, it's Uiagalelei. Looking deep. He's got it down the left. Running toward the tape. The 10. Touchdown Seminoles. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Memphis needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Bluff City behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Charlotte. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Just over 30 seconds to play here in the first half as they take over first and 10. He's going to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Brown. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. New set of downs after that completion. He's looking to throw it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Calandria. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. They get him down after he makes the catch. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
From the gun on 3rd down. Trying to get to it. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Zings it complete to the right. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Looking to move it through the air. He wants to go deep. Holds it in on the left. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Knowles.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Seminoles will kick it away to start the 2nd half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Harrison. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the 2nd half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Got a man, it's Fields. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And more yards after contact. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Brown has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Third down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. Looking for a man. It's Calandria. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground and now getting him behind the sticks.
It is perfect. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Coming out with it, it's Holmes. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. I know they put up really good numbers on offense, but David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tighter, cutting into that lead. Now, you know every possession matters, Palmer. A little pressure for this offense. Yeah,
and so you can't get tight, right? The best players on this offense now need to step up, and they need to start making plays. You got to identify where those one-on-ones are.
Offense set on first down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. That's reeled in. It's Brown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on second down. Leaves it with the running back. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Catch in the middle. It's Brown. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. And the Seminoles with the 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He'll take a shot. And that one's incomplete. They were just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it in the end zone. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make them.
Offense gets set for second down. Scanning the field, it's Calandria using the quick game. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB trying to trail him, makes the catch.
Racing down the left side. The 30. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Cavaliers. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Right back to the well. Plows through the defense. He had nowhere to go, no place to hide, and they'll knock him down for a loss of 9. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Back on the field after the break, and we'll start the quarter here on 3rd down. To the air, it's Uyangalele. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. The Seminoles line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He wants to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Brown. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And everything's going to have to be downfield. That's a nice start to this drive, but they're going to need to score, get the ball back quickly, and score again.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. The handoff as they run the counter play here. The Cavaliers get enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down, we're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get 1st downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the 1st down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Harris. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, and still short of the 1st down. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's looking to throw. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And as quarterbacks, you've got to be aware of secondary pressure. You've got to know when these free safeties, they start creeping towards the line of scrimmage, that they might get involved. You've got to have an answer for it, and the QB didn't have one that time.
And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Virginia. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step one accomplished, but this offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
Dropping back, it's Calandria. He's got it. Two-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal here in the fourth. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the Bears pick up and a first down for this offense.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. At the 40, there he goes. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I'll tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together. Get one of those long drives going.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised. I mean, you put the ball in your best player's hands. Like, late in the game, you've got to trust your guy. I'm interested to see what they do here on 3rd down coming up. Let's call it 3rd and interesting, right? Top clock ticking down. Do I trust my QB to throw the football? I got the lead. I want that clock to continue to roll.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Noles will have it 1st and 10. The give to the back. Shakes off the tackle. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
Here we go with the run on 4th down. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
And just leaving no doubt in this one, right? 4th down, they've got the lead, running the ball and picking up the first. They're going to ice this game, David.
You talk about 2-minute drills. This is how you end the ball on an offensive 2-minute drill when you're winning. Run the clock out, run the football, be physical.
And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch.
That is just how the coach wants to draw it up. Take up all the clock, score the go-ahead touchdown. This one is all but over.
They'll try to run it in. He gets across the goal line into the end zone for the 2, and he pushes the lead to 11. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll return it. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Dropping back, it's Calandria. He's taking the deep shot. Ball is dropped, incomplete, and that will do it for this one. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.